Welcome back. We're joined in studio this morning with Kenny Kimmel from the Cherokee American Legion to tell us about the big Cherokee Fall Festival coming up this weekend. Now, this is actually a two-day event with events that start on Friday night.
Friday night's our
tonight.
bean feed, and that's pretty much been traditional. It's almost kind of a standalone event. You know, it's always been a part of the homecoming, but it's a long-running tradition that a lot of people are aware of, and we usually do pretty good there. So, and then the main part of it is Saturday.
Okay, and before we get into the detail of Saturday's events, let's talk about the tradition of the Cherokee Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you guys have had this homecoming festival for years.
For years, and for a long time, it kind of started off as the old high school, the old school that was in Cherokee, and it's not there anymore. They've moved out to Southeast, but for a long time, the high school used to do a homecoming event where it was like an all school, and they did it on the conjunction with our fall festival. So it's kind of got it started calling the homecoming, which actually it's always been the fall festival.
Right. And
it got into the homecoming because all of the people that went to school around there would come back that weekend knowing that they'd get to see a whole bunch of other people. And
it'd be chock full of events and everything.
It was just a good time to have a big crowd in town and to do a bunch of stuff. So the homecoming kind of came along as just a tag on to the fall festival.
Well, and you guys have a lot of activities planned throughout the day. I think the first thing kicking everything off is a car show in the morning.
And on Saturday morning, which is another pretty much long-standing tradition for the fall festival, we have a car show that's right next to the grade school downtown, and they have some, if you like cars and trucks and tractors and all that, they got some pretty nice stuff to look at.
And the Ladies Auxiliary, we're going to be hosting a turkey and noodle feed as well.
That's something else that they've been doing for a long time. We used to do a turkey shoot in November, and we would buy frozen turkeys to give away at the turkey shoot, and we'd always have a few left over. So they started doing this turkey and noodle feed just as something to do with the extra turkeys, and it's just something that caught on, and they always do pretty well at it. They get quite a good turnout for it.
Now, the turkey and noodles is actually a fundraiser for the Ladies Auxiliary.
Exactly.
What kind of things are they raising money to support?
Well, basically they support the American Legion, and we have a lot of things. The American Legion has been struggling lately, the one in Cherokee, because of diminished membership and everything. And we have some repairs to our building that we need, so we're working on raising funds for roof repairs, and then our general, community support is basically what we're for, is to support youth sports and the youth activities in school and stuff. And basically that support comes in the form of money most of the time. So.
And speaking of sports, you guys have a fun event that will be happening on Saturday as well, a cornhole tournament.
Right.
Yeah, seems to be growing in popularity.
It does, and I can't tell you a whole lot about cornhole because I actually have never played it. In fact, I was first made aware of it probably about a year or so ago when they called me and said, would it be okay if they had one there on the American Legion ground? And I thought, well, I ain't never heard of it, but when they explained it to me, it sounded kind of like a version of horseshoes, which I have done before, is played horseshoes. So.
Yeah,
and it turned out really good. I mean, we had a good crowd and everything, and this will be, I think, probably about the second or third one that we put on there at the American Legion. So
people can register, like, you don't have to be pre-registered, you could show up that day and register.
Right. In
get
fact,
there by noon so you can get started.
Generally we have them register. I mean, they're certainly welcome to pre-register if they want, but basically it's more a show up and register when you get there, and then we'll set up the matches and everything.
All right. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, one of the big changes this year is the parade used to be in the mornings. It's now shifting to evening to try to get maybe a bigger crowd.
Well, I wouldn't say that a bigger crowd, because I mean we used to get some pretty good sized crowds during the daytime. I think the main reason for shifting it to later, there was obviously some consideration. We basically really just started working and putting this all together about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And as you know, we were in the middle of a crushing heat wave. So there was a lot of consideration given for the temperatures, and thought maybe if we did it a little later when it's a little cooler, we might be getting more people. But it was also, I think, an attempt to, we're trying to get younger blood infused into the planning and the organization and everything, because a lot of the American Legion people, and the Ruritan is another group that has been involved in this, and they're suffering from the same problem we are. Is natural attrition, is lowering your numbers, and if you don't get younger people joining, you kind of go away. And so we were trying to get, the high school had a couple events going on Saturday, and I think there's a cheerleading competition and a volleyball tournament, and we thought, well, if we're going to get the high school involved, we're going to have to be late enough that they can show up and participate. So
right. So the parade's at 5, and then after the parade, you have a slew of events and activities.
Right. We have the street dance, which the American Legions put on every year. We get a band and put a stage out front, and if the weather agrees with us, we get to do it outside, and that's nice. But we are prepared to move inside if we happen to get rain or whatever.
That's good to know.
And then we've got the games and everything. They got a street tractor pull and some other stuff going on, a cakewalk and all that, and
a disc golf hole-in-one, a bounce house, and then you have a hot dog feed in the evening as well.
Right.
All right, so lots of fun things. We'll have the schedule, of course.
Lots of stuff to eat.
Yeah. Food is always good. We'll have where you can find out more information. You can go to our website and find a link to that, of course, KOAMnewsnow.com. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Hope you guys have. And I think the weather will be good. It'll be a little bit cooler than what we had
That's
originally
always
thought,
good,
so,
though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, no complaints there. All right.
Yep.
We'll be right back.